Welcome to this February 14th, 2026 YouTube live stream. I'm your host, Justin Mack with McDermott Media. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're coming to you from the war room, straight from the underground. We're talking breaking news, Epstein files, mass deportations fail, plus no war with Iran live. What a great time to be alive. I'm so thankful, so grateful for each and every one of you joining us here on these YouTube live streams. Got the Epstein files. 6 million Epstein files. Got the release of 6 million Epstein files. Packed full of a lot of wealthy, rich elite. A lot of the people just happen to be Jewish. So in these Epstein files, a lot of people don't want to talk about the real story behind it, that a group of powerful elite, rich elites control everything. Big blackmail operation. Epstein is a big, giant, most likely Mossad, CIA blackmail operation to fully control all the most powerful figures around the world. Looks like maybe finally it'll come crashing down, come crumbling down. You know, the real story is not about these supposed victims, these females that were living it up, living large, hanging out with billionaires, living the rich lifestyle, and then once it comes time to pay the piper, then they want to do what they want to do. So you can't believe these women, these females. Females will lie for anything. Most of these insane Karens now that are in the Epstein files, they're in their 40s, all washed up, no kids, no marriage, empty egg carton, no eggs. It's like, oh, now they want to come back and cry and complain. They can't even get attention on Instagram. They can't even be Instagram 304s. It's went so downhill for them. Now they want to come out, and a lot of them want to try to build a career over being on Epstein Island 25 years ago. That's not the real story. The real story is about how it's a giant Jewish blackmail operation controlling the richest, most powerful people around the world. That you and I, we're just pawns, we're just peons. If you're rich and you're elite, like the elites, you can do anything and get away with it. No rules for thee, only rules for us. That's the way it is. Many people, they're seeing that the 6 million Epstein files. So yeah, we need full unredacted Epstein files. They think they want your vote. They want you to go out and participate in their fully rigged elections. Then we got to have at least 3 stipulations. Fully unredacted Epstein files. We need the fully unredacted Epstein files. We need mass deportations need to take place. They need to resume. We need every single illegal and legal 8 to 80 blind, crippled, and crazy. If you're an illegal, you gotta go. and we don't go to war with Iran. No war with Iran. You think we're going to go out and participate in these fully rigged elections? You want our vote? These Republicans, these Democrats want our vote in 2026 for the midterms, and those are our demands. Fully unredacted, Epstein files, mass deportations resume, take place, and no war with Iran. That's a good start. Maybe we'll think about getting out and participating in these fully rigged elections this time. I don't know. It's not looking good as far as that goes. All we get is all this theater, this fake theater out in Tucson, Arizona. All the media, they want to cover this Nancy Guthrie situation. Seems real fishy, real shady what's going on with that. So as of right now, the mass deportation's not looking very good. We've got Tom Homan. He was just in Minneapolis this week saying how they're pulling out. ICE completely surrendered, total surrender in Minneapolis. They got run out. They pulled out 700 officers. That doesn't look good. Come on, let's get those likes up there. Get those likes up there. Let's get this live stream out there. See if we can mog some live streams. It's all about looks maxing. Got to do that looks maxing. What do y'all think about that? Midterm. If they can't get out these tens of thousands, these millions of illegals out of the country, start checking IDs. What they need to do, if the SAVE Act doesn't pass, they need to surround every single voting precinct needs to be surrounded with ICE officers checking IDs. They're not going to check IDs at the election precinct. I want to see large presence of ICE officers surrounding the election precincts all around the country. Let's start with Detroit. Let's start with Chicago. Let's start with Philadelphia. Let's start with St. Louis, Maricopa County, LA. Oh, yeah, down in the Southwest, out west in California, we need ICE officers completely surrounding these election centers, election precincts, ID in every person in line, demand ID. You should have no problem showing ID. You should need it to vote. So everyone should have it. They're federal officers. They have the right to ask you for ID. Give me ID. Give me that ID. Gotta have that ID. Everyone knows how cops are with the ID, fiending for that ID. When it's an American citizen, once it comes time for them to ID, give me that ID to an illegal, then all of a sudden these police officers want to be traitors to America. They want to be race traitors. There's a lot of them in Michigan. They're real quick to arrest an American citizen, a community member, a taxpayer, a private property owner. They're real quick to arrest you, but once it comes time to arrest an illegal alien, they're hightailing it back to the station. If I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times on all my times out cop watching. Police officers letting foreign nationals, illegals drive away. This Mexican woman, she caused an accident downtown. This black cop, he just lets her drive away. She had no ID or nothing. Car was all smashed up. She's obviously been in previous accidents, the way the car looked, but nope, this black cop, this DEI hired cop for the city, he just let her go. Another traitor to America. Right up there with Jackson police officer Michael Krusowitz. Could you imagine that? I'm sure he's got ancestors. Some of his ancestors go way back. Took part in the ending of Jesus. Police officers were the ones that ended Jesus back in the day. They didn't like Jesus' First Amendment, his free speech. Jesus was ended over his free speech, labeled as crazy. So police officers came and asked for ID, didn't get it, and then they just ended Jesus. I'm guessing that police officer, when Jesus was crucified, I'm guessing that police officer's, he's got a history. Family members go way back. Michael Krusowitz probably were crucifying Jesus back in the day. If Jesus was around today, you better believe police would be crucifying him over his free speech. What do you think? Do you think we'll get no war with Iran? Netanyahu was just in the White House meeting with the president, meeting with Trump. They're building up a arsenal all around Iran. We've got how many military bases surrounding Iran already? Making it like Iran's the bad guy. We literally have them surrounded with military bases all over the Middle East. U.S. imperialism across the Middle East. We've got 2 aircraft carriers now stationed outside of Iran, off the shores of Iran. 2 aircraft carriers just getting ready to strike, waiting for the call from America's leader, Trump. Consider joining this channel here for extra perks. Get those extra perks. Go back and read some of our comments. We've been responding back to a lot of the people, basically everyone in the comments lately. Joining in on the discussion in the comments. Share your comments. We'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. We're usually quick response time. Make sure you go watch our last video where we were covering a lot of current events, covering the ICE total fail in Minneapolis. Now I see they're paying the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, saying he's going to start paying whistleblowers, auditors, blowing the whistle on these city governments, county governments, state governments that are committing massive fraud. All those auditors out there, where's our money at? We've been putting our life on the line for years now, not getting paid. We should get back paid, all of us auditors, cop watchers. And we need to get back paid for all the years we put in auditing all these agencies, these corrupt government institutions, these corrupt criminal organizations like the Jackson County D12 courthouse, corrupt criminal organizations like Las Vegas Metro Police, traitors like Brandon Bork, locking up auditors, lying on the stand. Brandon Bork lying on the stand. Auditor just had a federal trial. And of course, it was fully rigged. The judge rigged it in favor of the police officers. The auditor wasn't allowed to say that he got locked up and the case got overturned on First Amendment rights, and that the cop lied on the stand. Wasn't allowed to say that he had to serve 70 some days in jail all over this cop lying, being a traitor to America, being a tyrant cop, Brandon Bork. And then you got these traitor feminist judges like Ann Zimmerman in Las Vegas, Nevada judge. Ann Zimmerman, talk about feminist traitor to America. If you're a Native American going in front of that judge, she's a traitor. She needs to be disbarred and removed from behind that bench. Her and most female judges in America completely destroying rule of law in America. Feminism, female judges, female lawyers, female prosecutors, completely destroying rule of law in America. They don't have the ability to interpret rule of law at the highest levels like a judge needs. The chief arbiter of justice. Get these female judges out. They're destroying rule of law in America. Maybe we can restore Sharia law, get them to cover those faces up. These female judges see me out in public, they better cover their faces up before they try to speak to me. And they better never speak to me out in public. They better write it down on a piece of paper and show it to me. That goes for all the female judges, not just any regular female out in public. I don't want any of these insane Karens. I don't want to listen to these insane Karens out in public. None of us men want to listen to them. It's like, who wants to listen to female YouTubers, female comedians? They're not funny. Not me. Out there jester maxing. What a great time to be alive. Yeah, the ICE's Tom Holman officially announces full withdrawal of ICE from Minneapolis. Total, nothing short of a complete and total surrender to the people of Minneapolis, the radicals, the insane Karens and Darrens. ICE surrendered to them. The people won. The people drove ICE out. I don't like it. I want to see every illegal out. I don't care where they go. I want every single illegal and legal out. All 55 million plus legals and 100 million plus illegals. You got to go. I don't care if you take them out in the middle of the ocean and drop them off in shark-infested waters, but I want them off our soil. Protect our blood. Protect our soil. Protect your Christian identity. Now is the time. Never a better time than now. Stand up to these traitor cops. You see these illegals out. You see them out in Kroger and 7-Eleven. You see them out speaking Mexican. Get on the phone and call 911. Get these traitor cops out there to do their job. Every time you see someone out there speaking Mexican out in public, call 911. Light it up. Call 911. If they're an illegal, you got to do your part. Do your duty as an American, as a patriot. Call 911 and then record it. Expose these traitor cops failing to take ID, failing to arrest them, failing to take them in and cooperate with immigration custom enforcement. Many of these traitor cops, that they're real quick to arrest you or I, an American citizen, a Christian Native American. They'll arrest you real quick. They know where you live. They know where you work. They know where your kids go to school. They know where your family members work. Oh, yeah, they'll come after you. They'll come after you real quick with the full weight of the law, the full force of the law, all the while protecting, aiding, and abetting the illegal alien at 7-Eleven, at Park Forest Apartments, at Alpine Ridge, at Foxfire, at Grenada, at Trillium Point, all packed full of illegals. These police officers know where all the criminal illegal aliens are. They just don't want to do anything. They'd rather arrest the American citizen. Isn't that right, traitor cops from Blackman Leone? Isn't that right, traitor cops from Jackson City Police, Jackson County Sheriff Department, traitors? Now they've been doing better. Jackson County Sheriff Department, they changed leadership. They got a new sheriff in there. They finally got Rand out. Sheriff Rand was a complete tyrant, full-blown tyrant, running roughshod over the county. Everyone in the county wanted him out. Tried getting him out. He was getting sued in federal court for being a, you have to look it up, but for improper, basically being a tyrant cop, being a traitor cop. He got run out. Now they got a new sheriff in there, Shooty. He seems to clean out a lot of the trash in the department. Seems Sheriff Shooty cleaned out a lot of the trash in the department. Still got some in there. There's still some we're still working on, trying to expose, trying to get accountability for, trying to get transparency for and get them out. But a lot of the trash is out now, like Bissard, tyrants like Bissard, tyrants like Knobloch, tyrants like Jackala. They just go on and be tyrants somewhere else, get a job at some other police force where they can initiate force on we the people. That's all they know. That's all these mentally ill, insane cops know. Threats, force, and violence till you fully submit. Never going to submit. We're never gonna submit. So yeah, we're talking here on this breaking news, talking Epstein files. Talking Epstein files. Seems to be just being a political weapon, being used against whatever political party is in power. They don't seem to, they want to release 6 million Epstein files, but they need to fully unredact all these Epstein files. All 6 million of these Epstein files need to be fully unredacted. We got mass deportations fail. Mass deportations never happened. You didn't get your mass deportations. I told you that. I tried telling you since 2024, no mass deportations. You would never get it. You think these rich Jewish corporate billionaires they want to give up their cheap slave labor? That's the new slave labor 2026, the illegal alien. It's all about selling out we the people, the American citizen. It's all about selling out the American citizen. Get out there and do your part. Never a better time than now to get out there and start your YouTube channel, your social media channel, become an independent media, independent journalist. Looks like we got a few police officers fired here. Melvindale police officer fired. Clinton police officer fired. KC cop fired. Several police officers fired in the news. More big police officer lawsuits paid for by we the people. Yeah, I think that's interesting. The Nancy Guthrie situation out in Tucson, Arizona. I think something they need to focus on. They've TMZ and that little shrimpy Harvey Levine at IDF Israeli, little 4'8" with his triple extra small T-shirt on. Somehow TMZ keeps getting all these leaks, and this whole theatrical scene out in surrounding the Guthrie family, Savannah Guthrie and Nancy Guthrie, and seems lies and deceit surrounds this family, the Guthrie family, fully surrounded with lies, deception, deceit. Something's not right, something's off, but TMZ keeps leaking about the backpack, saying it's a Ozark from Walmart. I don't think that looks like the same backpack. I think I'd say 99% that's the wrong backpack they're saying. They're feeding misinformation. Then they're putting out information. They're looking for the jacket. Oh, what type of jacket was he wearing? I think the number one piece of clothing they need to be focused on other than the gloves is the mask. That's a rare type of mask. People don't wear masks like that anymore. That's some mask from 1970s. 1980s maybe. People don't wear masks like that unless it's some sort of specialized job or career to wear a mask where you have the hole in the mouth. People don't wear masks like that. They need to focus on the mask, not the misinformation that TMZ's putting out there. Harvey Levine putting out misinformation about the bag. The backpack looks like the wrong one. That's not the one he was wearing, the Ozark from Walmart. Putting out a jacket. Focus on the mask. That's what you need to be focusing on. That should be real easy to figure out. Find where he got that mask from. There can't be a lot of those masks, people wearing those masks. And it could be for a particular type of job. Maybe they wear a mask where they need the mouth opening like that. But most masks, especially since 2020, people don't wear masks with the mouth open like that. But from what I'm seeing, it's full DEI hires handling this. When you see all the FBI, it was just like the FBI in Dearborn. All the FBI agents in Tucson covering the Nancy Guthrie were all female DEI hires. You can't expect any crime to be solved when you've got an FBI full of female DEI hires. Nothing's going to get solved. And you wonder why the FBI has become so incompetent, has fallen so far. Go look at any of the scenes. They're packed full of female DEI hires. They don't want to get dirt under their fingernails. They don't even want to step off the path to go look. They don't want to get poked by a prickly pear cactus. They don't want to bend a fingernail. Get all these females out. Every single female in male's positions need to go. They need to get out. We need to restore rule of law in America. Time to be a powerful nation once more. We're going to leave it at that. That's all for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe for police accountability, civil rights education, YouTube videos. And I'll see you on the next one.